Things start to get really bad in Act 4. The women, including Elizabeth, Anne, and the Duchess of York, are hanging out in front of the tower because they want to see the young princes, but guess what? Richard said nobody gets to see the princes. Stanley comes in and he says that, hey, Richard's gonna be king and you better get moving so you can get ready for your coronation. Anne can't believe herself. She actually managed to curse herself earlier in the play before Richard wooed her, and now she says she has no peace. Richard doesn't sleep at night, he stays up tormented by nightmares. She leaves, and the Duchess tells Dorset to join Richmond, who is an earl who has a claim to the throne, who you might know as Henry Tudor. Richard now wants someone to get rid of the princes. Buckingham is kind of weird about this because he's like, dude, they're kids. And Richard's like, you know what, Buckingham, I don't care. He asks someone else, and he takes note of Buckingham's weakness. He tells Catesby to spread a rumor, meanwhile, saying that Anne is sick. Anne isn't sick, he just wants to get rid of her. And he suggests marrying Queen Elizabeth's daughter, Elizabeth of York. Buckingham is kind of getting weirded out now, and he's like, hey Richard, can I have that earldom that you promised me? Richard's like, hell no! Buckingham's like, I am so done, he is crazy, and he gets his ass off to Wales and hides because, goddamn, Richard is not a very good best friend. The princes are murdered in the tower. They're very young, and the murderer feels really bad about it, and Richard's like, I seriously do not care. Ratcliffe tells Richard that some nobles are leaving court to go join Richmond. Meanwhile, Richard goes over to Queen Elizabeth and he's like, hey, how about your daughter, Elizabeth of York? And Elizabeth's like, sure, I'll help you woo my daughter. Maybe you should give her the 2 parts that you cut out of my son's chest. And Richard's like, that is very funny, Queen Elizabeth, but no, seriously, I want to marry your daughter. And as usual, she's swayed by his words and promises to talk to her daughter. With everything said and done, Richard is still feeling really panicky because Richmond's invasion is getting big.